Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, my friends. This is, of course, the one and the only, the MRC show that never ends. Welcome back to your second part of your Monday night entertainment here in Zandvoort, Netherlands, in a very wet qualifying session for the Tier 1 boys. Wow. Well, that's thrown the cat amongst the pigeons, hasn't it? That's something that I'm sure they are not looking forward to. But we have the comfort of being able to watch it, well, completely separate and completely dry and don't have to deal with it. If you haven't seen Tier 2 boys, then please do check it out later on, only here in the MRC YouTube channel. Joining me this evening is a man who we have not actually commentated before. He's one of our relatively new boys to the commentary box, but what a man he is. Only saying that because he shares the same first name, and it is a beautiful first name. It is the Mustang, the Maverick himself, Mr. Maverick Mustang. Mark Britton, good evening, my friend. Welcome. It's a pleasure, absolute real pleasure.
Good evening, sir. Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure this side as well. Nice to commentate with yourself this evening.
Absolutely, my friend. And well, so obviously this is new to us. Well, to us as a partnership in the commentary team, which is always exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, we're here in Netherlands. We're here in Zandvoort, which is usually, well, Tier 2 had lovely weather. A little bit damp for these boys. That's going to be difficult.
I should imagine it's going to make it very interesting.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we haven't. Hopefully, people are watching and will get involved in the chat as well and give us a little bit of an insight into the weather forecast. But it is only intermediate. It doesn't look too wet at the moment in time. And this is a track. I don't know. How do you find this track, mate? Is this a track that you quite like, or is it one that's quite tough for you?
I do like the track, but it's I found it's the same with me with Singapore. It's getting the flow right.
Yes.
I can do a quick lap, and then the consistency goes.
Yeah, that is it. I do agree. You're very true there. It is. It's an absolute roller coaster around here, and it is more like a street circuit. It's very high downforce, generally speaking, around here, because of the long corners that we've got. We're on board with KG, and he is snaking around on his first flying lap. But yeah, this is one where sometimes you try to. I know a few drivers have tried to eke away and cut the wings a little bit, and try to maintain it through that middle sector and the tight, tricky stuff. And it is just that compromise, isn't it, around here? And as you say, it's getting your braking points right, and the tyres are difficult as well.
I must admit, on the practice session we had on Sunday, I did a third of the hour on hards, started off with 36 laps of fuel, then the mediums, and then I had a few laps on the softs, and I was amazed at the actual tyre wear and how much they actually wore on this track.
Yeah, they do. Left-hand side do half take a beating.
That left-hand front takes that absolute hammering.
It really does, doesn't it? Absolutely, yeah, you're 100% there. And it's difficult then to get that heat into the right-hand side of the tyres. So expect to see a few drivers, really weaving to warm their tyres up already at the 17s with Ugoni as well. So don't expect at this moment to see the low lap times challenging last season here in Tier 1, which ironically was Ugoni on a 108.6. So don't expect that this time round, folks, unless it does dry up towards the end. But with drivers getting out early in the session, you probably would say it's going to be set in, I would think. But then, of course...
We don't know how long this rain's lasting, do we?
No, we've not had anybody in the YouTube, so please do join us, folks. Do give us a little insight, if you'd be very kind. But yeah, this is a tough one. You're right about, the tyres wearing. Generally speaking, a two-stop strategy is the way to go around here. A lot of people did do that in Tier 2, and we'll see who chooses what. But of course, this wet weather conditions, if it's going to be dry for the race, then we're going to see a big offset of tyres, aren't we? We're going to see a big mix of strategies, I think, with everyone having those the dry tyres available. So it's going to be a good one, I think. Mr. Carmen, good evening, my friend. Lovely to have you with us as always. Oh, baby Hornet. Oh, he's struggling with his internet connection, unfortunately. Fingers crossed he can get back in the session. I really hope he can, Simon. He's had a good lap time as well on your first lap. But expect to see people doing a number of laps around here on the intermediate tyres. It does seem to be, people tend to do 4, 5, 6 laps as they get the eye in, the track rubbers in a little bit, the fuel burns off, and also just to get the heat into them. And that's the hard part for the for the inters. So this is going to be a session where I think we're going to have a lot of people, that the times are going to really start dropping very quickly.
It should be very interesting, especially with the, as I call them, from my end of the stick, the super fast guys.
Yeah, they are. 100%. Can't deny that one.
I get there and I think, you know, you've just done that time, and that's like fantasy world for me.
I know. I'm not gonna. I can't disagree. I really can't. And you know, we've got a few of the drivers in tier 2 as well who could definitely give these guys a run for their money. Oh, baby Hornet's back in. Fingers crossed it stays in for you, buddy. But yeah, this is gonna as well. These conditions are really gonna shake up the grid, I think, as well, because we're going to have those who are running the higher downforce, and we'll maybe see the difference of those who are stripped the wing a little bit, won't we? And
Bobo's just lost the back end.
Who was that, sorry?
Bobo.
Oh, Bobo. Yeah,
He's just lost his back end.
Oh, crikey, yeah. I noticed that through 5, 6, 7, the very fast flat-out kinks, if you like, through the first sector, losing the back a little bit. It's very snaky, so interesting for Anton. This is a track you half prepare for, and it's going to be interesting, as I say, the wing levels, and you could tell, I think, in the previous race who was running the higher wings and who wasn't. That became apparent. And
well, I must admit, very briefly, the other day I was having a quick hour's practice, and I started off on 46s. And I actually ended up with a 36 front and a 32 back, and actually did my fastest time round there.
Wow, that's good going, mate. That's very good going. I do know a few people are in those 30s. I personally went for a very, very high setup, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't have that bravery that you had.
Well, I did keep one eye closed all the way round.
Hanging on for absolute dear life.
I had to try.
Yeah. And that is it, exactly that. Yeah, you really do have to hang on, and then it's yeah, that's it. And as you mentioned earlier, Mark, you know, it's the accuracy is key. There's a few curbs, exit curbs, especially turn 1 and turn 13, which Goni's just gone past. He does go 6/10 quick on his next flying run, and it's interesting. He's done that, and this is now his 4th lap. But some drivers may take 2 cooldown laps because there's not a lot of heavy braking around here, so it's difficult to recharge the battery, I've noticed as well. So this is going to be an interesting where people can recharge and how long it takes them to recharge while still keeping the heat in the tyres.
Yes, so I must admit that I don't get too much of that problem because I have a tendency of resting my foot on the brake pedal. I keep trying to correct it, but it doesn't work.
You could potentially use a bit of dead zone. Set up your pedals to a dead zone, and then that would counter that a little bit, maybe.
Well, I did try it once. I think I put too much on because I had my foot on the brake and thought, why are I stopping?
Yeah, that is a very scary moment.
Yeah, first of all, I thought, am I on the clutch? No, I'm definitely on the brake.
Oh, God, if you've got 3 pedals, that would definitely confuse me. I couldn't do it. Definitely not.
Oh, I must admit, I've always had 3 pedals on my setups.
That's alright if you're playing some other games as well, you know, you Gran Turismos and things. I
I've done
suppose.
Gran Turismo and that lot, and I've always been a manual driver as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. I am in a car, but I do love a good automatic. I'm not going to lie, my car is manual, but if I have an opportunity to pinch a automatic car from work, I will pinch an automatic car every single time.
So I'm XHGV and PCV, triaxial double deckers, 15 metres. And when I first started, and it wasn't that many, it was 2014 I actually started doing that. And the PCV, and everything was manual when I first started, and then they gave me an automatic bus, and I kept looking for the gear stick.
It's amazing you didn't left foot the brake and send your passengers through the windscreen, to be honest with you, mate.
Well, actually, after a number of years of doing Formula 1 in that lot, and because I've been on it since PlayStation started, and I got used to left foot braking at a very early age, so to speak.
That's pretty good going then. If you've been racing for that long, that's some good.
I blame my son. He wanted a PS1, And I said, you do some chores and I'll pay 50% of it. And he got it, and Gran Turismo came with it, and I got that.
Nice.
I started playing that, got on F1, and I've been there ever since.
Yeah, to be fair, I had PS1. Now, this is going to show our age difference here, my friend. I was about 7 when I got the PS1.
Well,
it was the first. It was the first, not the small one. It was the first
34.
original PlayStation. Oh wow. Okay, that's I do going to show the age difference. Oh, crikey, heck, mate.
Yes,
yeah,
unfortunately, I'm 66 this year, mate.
Okay, there is 30 years to difference between us. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I went with I had F1 97 was my first experience, and then yeah, I mean I loved F1 anyway since before that, and yeah, I've ever since. Now I've done the same. Had most of the F1 games, Gran Turismo 3, 4, 5, all the rest of it. As well, KG on a fresh hit of Inter 16-7, great lap from Kingswood. Immediately trumped by Bobo. I think we're going to see the 15s very shortly. I do believe.
I think it'll be long.
Yeah, so yeah, I've done that, and then I never raced properly or anything. Colin has just improved as well. It looks like it stopped raining as well. Now we haven't got long of the session left, but I haven't seen this. But DRS is active. I see it on CL. Scott goes on the Inters, so he's going to finish his lap while the grip's there. It's 16.9. Lap times are going to come tumbling. The DRS is active. When are we going to see the soft? GTS is prepping them. Saviour's on an out lap on the soft tyres. So we are going to see lap times. So are we going to see the 1086 be beaten? Oh, this is going to be a very exciting end, isn't it?
This is going to be like the old days, mad rush in the last few minutes.
Oh, big time. Big time. And this is a very short lap, of course, you know, qualifying yes. 108, 109s, 110s. There's not a lot of time to...
This is only just over 2.5 miles on the track, isn't it?
I didn't write that down, I'm not going to lie.
2.647 miles or 4.259 kilometres. I'm cheating, I got an oracle in front of me.
That's perfect, I love that. That's what we need. We need that, that's great. You don't reveal your sources, my friend. Rule number 1, don't reveal the source.
Oh no, I'm old school, mate. I don't hold anything back.
But let's go for an onboard lap with Saviour. Heavy braking about the 50 into Tarzan. Turn number 1, the hairpin. Trying to search for the grip. The grip's not quite there yet. Then it flick it through turn 2. A few downshifts. The grip is definitely not there for the German. Through the banked hairpin. Turn 3, tighter line. Get the exit through 4. Now the kink of turn 5. Just trying to shorten the track as much as we possibly can through 6. And then Shivlak. Turn 7. Change down to keep the revs high and keep the momentum of the car. Keep it to the right. Flick across into 8. Now then spot the braking point for turn 9, long corner. This one, oh, big slide from Saviour, good catch. And then the long again, turn 10. Tyres crying out at this point. Grip not quite there for the German second DRS zone. On the run towards turn 11, spot the braking point, take as much curve as possible. Four-wheel drifting through turn 11. It's going to compromise turn 12. And now the final braking point. Late braking. Fourth gear just hasn't got the confidence, hasn't got the grip yet, using the exit curve. Don't want to use too much of that. And then flat out, overtake to the line. DRS wide open, the run towards the line. What's it going to be from Saviour? It is an improvement, 14.9.
14.9.
Yeah, I think there is definitely more than that. The grip isn't quite there, is it? It's not. It's only just stopped raining. And yeah, there's no rubber left. That's a tough one for Saviour. He'll have time to box and put on another set of softs. Rassam has just got a 16.8 on the Inters, so that crossover is about there, isn't it, really?
It is, but that back end's very twitchy.
It really is, absolutely. You're sort of foil drifting, and I love the fact that Rassam has got the extra livery on that Williams, which is absolutely stunning. It is one of the favourite liveries, and Rassam does pit now, but a lot of drivers out on track. Let's have a look. GTS finishing. He's bailed on his lap. Where's the blowhole Bailey in the kick? Sauber. And let's have a look. He is throwing it in to turn 8. How's the grip looking? How's the car handling for Chris? Nice and steady. Trying to get the car as straight as possible. Not using all the track at this point. Feels like he has the front end grip, but doesn't need to. Let's have a look at his middle sector. The DRS open. He is up quite a bit. This could be a very quick lap time. This could be provisional pole as it stands. But Jay Sargent, interestingly, is out on the mediums. So that's an interesting one for Sarge. But this again, you know, well, let's have a quick look at Bailey as he exits the final corner. A lot of battery left to use. You're going to use overtake all the way, the run down the banking to the line. Misses the bump on the left-hand side, and it is a 13.8 for the blowhole. Good lap from
Sarge
him.
did a 15.2.
Oh, a 13.7 from Friddy. Yeah, Sarge 52 on the mediums. He's down on that lap, so he's maybe coming into the pits. No, he's actually going to have maybe another. I think that's a double warm-up for Sarge, and that makes a bit of sense with the mediums, especially in these cooler conditions. Just to get that extra heat, isn't it? That's not a bad shout, but that means he may be hampered in the race. We will see. Because 36 lap, yeah, look at this, the lap time's tumbling down, so we won't keep going back to it because we have no idea what's going to happen towards the end of the session. It's going to be last one to cross the line, this, isn't it, Mark? It's going to be last man on track, best conditions.
As I say, it's like going back to the 80s when everybody used to come out and whoever crossed the line last normally would jump to the front.
Well, even now a lot of the time, isn't it? And even in modern day F1, they've got the best of the
very
track.
True.
And, yeah, Sammy did 2 laps on his softs.
Savior.
Yeah, that's a good lap, big improvement, so you'll feel a lot happier with that one. And Ugoni only does a 15.6 on his first run. That's interesting. Of what, of course, Damiano has done. The Italian stallion, multiple champion, of course. And let's have a look at Colin. He is coming towards the line, using all of his battery. It's going to be a quick lap, and it is into the 12s we go. Good lap. Let's have a look. Calvin.
I'd be happy with that normally.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm honest.
So, Mr. Bassman, hello, Ashley. Qualifying has been damp, to say the least, and just because, where's he gone? Baby Hornet is in the pits, and hopefully he got back in his car, I'm not sure, but just to help Baby Hornet, it was moist to start with. And I can hear him throwing up as we speak. But it was damp to start, it was intermediate tyres to start with, and then about just after halfway through we have switched to the soft compound tyres. So drivers out there trying to get a few laps under their belt, only 30 seconds left, so it's going to be a mad dash, I think, to the finish for a lot of these drivers to try to get their laps in. And there's Ugoni, there he is, 11.2. He sets the benchmark, 1.7 seconds ahead of what Colin has done. Let's have a look at Lato. This is going to be his final attempt. I don't think he will have time, or he won't be able to recharge. And Chris has gone second on his second run. And those softs will do 2 laps if you treat them nicely. But have a look at Lato, 4th place for him. Friddy in 11th. Let's have a KG is not on a lap. He is done. The checkered flag falls.
Have a quick look at Ant.
Let's have a look. Where is Ant? Good shout. Let's have a look. There he is, going in 20th. Let's have a look on board the other Kick Sauber, his teammate, currently now just down to 3rd. CL Spam Alarm is an 11.4. That's very good to be that close to Damiano, as I know a lot of us do set the benchmark to him. Let's have a look at Anton, one of our top drivers here in MRC, the tyre whisperer himself. I love the fact his helmet matches the car. So that's good. I love that. That's a really cool set. So this is looking very quick so far. He does have a Alpine ahead of him. Hopefully they will not hamper him and give him too much understeer through these final parts. But he nails the turn 13. Now everything using. Oh, that car on the right hand side may have hampered him a little bit. Had to take a title, and he probably would have won it. But it's pole position for Ant.
Nice one.
Wow, everyone improving. Chris went for provisional pole. He's now 10th. Crikey, that's how much things have improved. 11th now as well. Wow, what an end to quali. Wow, well there we are, folks. And
so
takes
less
pole
than a
position
second between the top 14.
Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's insane. Absolutely insane. 1 second. And it's in these tricky conditions as well. Anton Paul ahead of Ugoni. Colin in 3rd. What a qualifying for him. And of course the champion Bobo in 4th. The other Aston Martin of CL in 5th. Great qualifying for the Aston Martin boys. GTS 6th. Armour in 7th. Mamudev in 8th. Calvin 9th. Maka 10th. Chris, I think, could be a little bit upset with his timing, that he's in 11th. Friddy in 12th. Lato 13th. Rassam 14th. Nick 15th. Sarge did a lap on the mediums. So he's in 16th, KG 17th, Saviour 18th, Notorious 19th, and Baby Hornet. Hopefully he's back in the session and can race. He is in 20th position. That was it. That was a bit hectic, wasn't it, at the end? Well, we said it was.
At the end, yes. That was manic.
Ants actually said it was the worst pole ever. There is no pole position that is bad, Anton, my friend.
No.
Absolutely not, but there we are, folks. There is your qualifying session, and ahead of Ugoni, Colin ahead of Bobo, CL, GTS, Armour, Mamadev, Calvin and Maka top 10 with Chris, Friddy, Lato, Rassam, Nick, J Sarge, KG, Saviour, that's unfortunate for Saviour, in 18th, Notorious 19th, and Baby Hornet in 20th position. So we have a 5-minute interval where the drivers set their strategies, go for the comfort brakes and whatnot. But we still don't know what is going to happen with the weather. So that's going to be a fun one. Last time out, we raced here at the opening round of Season 18, of course. And it was all dry for the Tier 1 boys. It's very cloudy this time round.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. There were 2 safety cars midway through the race, lap 15, lap 21. Tier 2 just had 2 safety cars, one very early indeed, and then a virtual safety car as well, all sort of in the first half of the race. And Ashley said, yeah, this could be a very interesting turn 1. I do agree, because we saw quite a bit of, yeah, I know you missed it, Mark, but we saw a big mix of strategy in Tier 2. Of what tyres people were starting the race on. I wonder if we're going to see something similar here as well, because you'd think a 2-stop's the way to go, wouldn't you?
I would have thought so with the track the way it is at the moment. A 1-stop, I'm not sure about. I know Airways 1-stopped in the Tier 2 race.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
That was pushing it. I must admit, I was well impressed. Unfortunately, he didn't quite make the podium.
No, I know. It was one of those, I mean, not going to lie, I was one of the fortunate drivers to be chasing him down, and there were a few laps where the gap didn't really change. And then you could see his tyres just starting to drop off last sort of 6 laps or so. They started to fade. I was catching more in the final sector. And then, yeah, that's sort of where they go off, because that's where the heat, that's where the wear is, of course. We've got from turn 7 onwards, really middle to last sector. That is a real tough challenge, isn't it? The third, fourth, fifth gear corners.
It's technical, isn't it, as well?
It is, absolutely.
And
yeah,
if the tyres are going on you, you can lose so much time.
Oh, 100%, mate. 100%, yeah, because you've got that understeer kicking in. Then you've got the bit of the oversteer as well. We saw with Saviour, early on in that qualifying even, that the four-wheel drifting.
I was impressed with the handling there.
Yes, weren't we all? Absolutely. I know for a fact I would be like a spinning top at that point.
Oh, I'd have had both eyes closed praying at the same time.
There would be a lot of expletives and a lot of, oh, no, that's gone.
No, I must admit, I've stopped that now, just in case I forgot to turn my mic off.
That's why many people don't do drivers and commentate at the same time. That is a tough gig, I'm not going to lie. That is very tough.
No, I must admit, like being ex-army, growing up on farms and building sites, you can imagine what the language was like.
Oh,
but
that's
I must admit, I can be online now, and the old adage, ensure brain is engaged before opening mouth.
Mate, I'm from the northeast. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I worked I used to live in a little place called Amble, 30 miles north of Newcastle upon Tyne.
Newcastle upon Tyne, an interesting, colourful city. About 45, 50 minutes north of myself. And I'm 40, that's far south, and a lot of the time I do not understand a word that they say.
The only ones I never understood was from a little place called Blythe.
Yeah, that's even worse.
And the people that are born and bred in a certain particular part of Blythe, I think it took me 2 weeks working with a plumber, and then I was all right.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised.
The first week, I had to get him to repeat everything half a dozen times.
Yes. Yeah, I don't blame you. There were a lot of people. I've dealt with all them, and yeah, I do appreciate that. It is tough. I mean, I'm surprised. Have you been on commentary yet with our Scottish resident, our wildling north of the wall, Mr. Jenkins? Have you had Gav yet?
No.
Good luck when you do.
I've been on with Connor, Ant, yourself. Who else was it? And one other. I'm trying to think. When you get to my age, the memory goes.
Yeah.
I look in the mirror every morning and I don't recognise the person looking at me.
That's called the bottle, mate. That's what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah, Gav's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. There are a lot of people up that way. Yeah, I really struggle with, and I know even a few people who watch our streams struggle with me as well, which fair
Why?
enough. I don't know. I think it's Martin. I think it's Martin talking to me, as he does. I'm surprised Martin's not there. He likes to, on an odd occasion, put a little adage, something in the chat for me to read out that when you're focused in the race and you're in the zone. And yeah, he got me really good last time. He got me. I think it was Jeddah. Actually, it was Jeddah last season or season before. He got me good. And
Right,
it was, my co-commentator knew what was going on. So formation lap, we have now got, there we are, that was a bit slow for us to go. So let's have a look at those tyres we mentioned. Interesting, so the kicks, Sarge, Xavier and Hornet on the soft compound tyres. Hopefully Hornet is in the session, I'm not actually sure if he is. I don't think so, judging from the senior chats. But soft tyres for Ant, Chris, says Sarge, Xavier. A lot of medium tyres, only CL on the hard tyres. Only one driver choosing that. So the warm-up for him is going to be very difficult indeed in these cloudy, cooler conditions. And even the mediums are going to be interesting. But I'm looking forward to seeing potential progress from Chris, Sarge, Xavier especially. We know how fast they are. We know they're all multiple champions. Chris a champion as well in his own right. So this is going to be interesting to see how they can push through the field in these early laps.
Yeah, they get the temperatures up quick and that lot. They could jump quite a few places. But as you said, was it Chris? CLS SPM?
Yeah, CLS, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the first names of everybody.
Skulker, I think he's called, if I got it right. He has commentated. He was a former commentator. And
those hards, it's normally a couple of laps, isn't it? At least before they start coming into the temperature zone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and in these cooler conditions, they're just not really going to afford that grip. Maybe he's hoping to go quite long into the race with those and see what happens, because the tier 1 boys, as I say, if he gets to about that lap 15 before any potential stoppages, he could be in a very good position indeed. But we shall wait and see about the pit strategies and what will unfold in the next 36 laps here in Zandvoort, Netherlands for MRC Tier 1 boys. Xavier has forgotten how to park his car, unfortunately for him. So that's going to hamper him. Simon, I don't think he's in the session. No, he's not, unfortunately for him. That's unlucky. So let's have a look. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And Tier 1 boys on your Monday evening. Let's go racing. It's a good start from Ugoni. Got a better reaction time than Ant gets the soft tyres and good. He's going to be on the inside into turn 1. The side by side, just about enough room given. Has Ant got the pace? Has he got the grip? Just about to keep ahead. Bobo, good start through on Colin as well into third. Mac and Chris Bailey doing battle further down the field. Into turn 3, Chris gains that position. KG, good start. Notorious as well. That's Sarge, Xavier. Difficult start for them, even though they were the soft tyres of the two of them. But not many positions. Everyone very well behaved indeed. But Ant, crucially for him on the soft tyres, has kept the lead from Ugoni. It's all nose to tail, as a lot of the Tier 1 boys are. Unless you want Singapore, of course, and the two Williams boys absolutely disappeared off. And that's Nick BT, who's had a spin middle sector. Gold tyres, but it's only a yellow flag. They are still racing.
KG Notorious up 3 and 4 respectively.
Yeah, good start for those boys, wasn't it? They're on the medium tyres. Look at this further back, all side by side. Notorious, Rassam as well. Notorious all over the back of KG. Look at Rassam and Xavier. Xavier trying to go on the outside of 13 on the soft tyres. He's made the move. Has he though? Has he done it? He has. What a move that is from Sabia. But I tell you what, Rassam's pulling back. Rassam's having a go.
Staying there.
He certainly is into the braking zone. Just about enough
Ooh.
room. Rassam gets the car stopped. There's enough room. There's still wheel banging. A little bit of a kick on the curb from Sabia. Rassam gets the move back. But Sabia's still going for it into turn 3 in the hairpin. What racing that is. Fantastic.
I love the way Sarge just sat in the back just waiting.
Absolutely, yeah. Just biding his time, seeing what happens from that. Absolutely, yeah. Playing it smart. You're right there. 100%, my friend, yeah. Nick has recovered yet, baby hot, not in the session unfortunately, so AI for him, his car, which is very
Top
difficult
10
for
or
him.
very, very close.
Yeah, and interestingly, CL is he's still there, he's still in 5th, he hasn't lost any positions off the start, so good opening lap, opening 2 laps even for him. Now the DRS now that is active, so you're just getting the heat in those hard tyres, and in a couple of laps time he may be looking pretty good, so he's going well so far. Again, DRS is now active. Are we going to see a change for the leader going all over the back of Ant in this point? Yep, Ant doesn't defend it. He knows what's coming. But I tell you what, Bobo's going to be looking interested. Bobo with the overspeed. He's looking into turn 1. Bobo gets through into 2nd. So Ant goes from 3rd. First to 3rd. And that's the power of the DRS down here. It's a long DRS zone. And not the heaviest braking, of course, in the calendar. Only 3rd gear, really. Is,
if you can get the extra traction coming out of that final turn, that DRS works a treat down that last straight, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right there, mate. It really does, doesn't it? And if you can save the battery, and it's not easy to save battery around here, of course, is it? Because there's not all of that heavy braking. It can take a little bit of a cold. Yeah, I'm a little bit stuffy, thanks, Ashley. Yeah, just a little bit. So it's kicking in now, unfortunately. Hopefully, we should be okay for the next 33 laps. But we shall see. You're starting to...
You're certainly putting the time out on Bobo.
Yeah,
I know it's still very early days, but...
Yeah, but you're right, though. He's got the clean air and the dirty air around here. Because it's, like I said, those medium speed corners. That is where the dirty air really can hurt, can't it, mate? You look at Bobo there, just understeered a little bit through 13 with a lovely camera shot that we had. The helicopter shot. So, yeah, you're right. He just suffers a little bit from that understeer. Ant, okay, he's on the soft tyres. Chris is still in the back of Calvin on the softs as well. But the whole field, obviously Nick had that spin, and we know Baby Hornet unfortunately is AI.
Everybody's using DRS of each other.
Yeah. We have an 18-car DRS turn, ladies and gents, on lap 4.
Oh, it's great to watch, though.
Well, it is, because this is it. This is where, as you know, we've just said that dirty air is going to kick in. It's going to be interesting to see who's got the grip, who's going to... Everyone's going to be saving battery, saving a little bit of fuel. And then we'll just see if anybody can force a move, really, as well. This is going to be a big cat and mouse game. We saw Armour there just a little bit twitchy through turn 9.
The other thing as well on this one, I know it's half race distance, 36 laps as well, but when everybody's this close at these speeds and that lot, even though it's a game, it's the concentration factor as well.
Yeah, good point, isn't it? Yeah, you're right there, because you've got to watch for the car behind if they're going to try and make a move and work on your braking, but then also like a Bobo, he's going to have a look into turn 1, not close enough. But yeah, absolutely, you're going to look for their braking, you've got to look for the car ahead as well, that concertina effect. Yeah, you've got to be, as you say, Mark, yeah, you're nail on the head. That
no
to really have your wits.
And you can't really, when you think about it, even with the long final straight and that, like, you can't really take any respite there, because if they put their DRS on and got a little bit more ERS, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. Yeah, you can.
I know it oh so well.
Yeah, I suffered a little bit, I'm not going to lie, as well, once or twice, yeah. So you're right, yes, because it's not short enough, you haven't got, it's a 4th gear, generally with heavy fuel, sort of turn 13, that final zone, where you're at speed. So there's a yellow flag sector 2, what has happened there? I think that might be KG, it is. So
yeah, you had Saviour, Rassam, KG and Sarge and Notorious as well. They were all very, very close to each other, and then it was like everybody was trying to pass each other. I was looking at the times, and then KG went backwards.
Yeah, oh, Chris Bailey is the first one out of the DRS. He's going to be vulnerable to Maka. Maka makes the move. Not going to top 10, Chris. Maybe he's struggling now. Lap 6. Don't forget the boys on the soft tyre. Maybe struggling slightly now with the wear, especially on the left-hand side. Oh, those tyres. So it's going to be interesting to see. Chris struggled through turn 2 a little bit there. Had a bit of a slide, but managed to collect it.
Right back up to you, Johnny.
Yeah, he certainly is. Let's go back to that yellow flag in sector 1. There's a safety car as well.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, interesting. Now then, let's go back to these tyres, shall we?
Do the softs come in and go for a hard or a medium? Go for the medium and then go for the hard for the last stint?
Well, if we look at what happened, I can talk from experience at this point. Tier 2 had a safety car lap 3, and I started on the soft tyres.
Yeah.
I pitted. All the soft people pitted. A few of the mediums did, and then if you have 2 sets of hard tyres, you can go to the end. I mean, the safety car, the next safety car did help a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, I think this is prime pit stop. And a lot of medium tyre runners also pitted, so it's going to be interesting to see who pits. I think CL's going to stay out. He's on the hard tyres. It wouldn't make sense for him to pit. I'm trying to look who's close. I think the 2 Red Bulls are the closest to. Look at this, it's a train going into the pits.
Bobo and...
Yeah, so CL stays out.
Chris stays out.
Yeah,
well, is anybody staying out on track by Chris?
Yeah, Shulker his name, he is stayed out, yeah. Oh, look at the Ferrari boys, they've got that right. What about the kick salvers? No problem there at all. A little bit of a delay, but not too bad. So yeah, everyone pitting. A lot of drivers on the hard tyres, Fritty on the mediums, so maybe he chose that setup. Notorious as well.
Notorious medium, Nick B2's on hards, Sarge is on hards.
So this is it, isn't it? Yeah, those hard tyres will do. You're probably looking about lap 21, 22 to pit now, barring any other, of course.
Well, the only thing I can base my guesswork on that one was on Sunday we did the practice. I started off with 36 laps on, and yes, I'm a second, 1 3/4 to 2.5 seconds slower than these front running guys, and I did 15 laps as hard as I could on them. And I must admit, I came in, they were on 68, 70%.
Yeah, that sounds about right, I think. To be honest, I know we're giving the tier 3, 4 boys.
I still had plenty of grip on them.
Yeah, well, that's interesting that you had the grip as well, to be fair. That you were able to keep those alive and keep them going for that long. And I think that's about what we're going to see, I think, this evening. And it's interesting that that happened lap 6 as well. So these hard tyres will be very cold. The warm-up is going to be tough. Yeah, you're right. So, you know, that would put, 15 laps would take us to lap 23, give or take, 24.
22, 23, yeah.
So we may see the mediums for the last stint, because none of the tyres will do 28 laps. I mean, it'd be great, incredible if they did. But yeah, it's going to be interesting if you do get those mediums.
He did 25 on the last, on the tier 2, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah, on the hard tyres. So,
but that last lap was iffy. I don't mean with his driving, I mean with the tyres doing the traction.
Yeah, Steve's a very, very good driver, very clean as well. Yeah, absolutely not iffy.
Very good.
He was fair.
25 laps on hards, you know, mate. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So, but yeah, he was, and this is where we're going to see if anybody tries to eke it out. Are we going to see the mediums? That could play into effect, I think, as well. Because we had Nels, I think, hanging out and then used the mediums. So did Thomas Hornet in the last stint. And
yes, and Nels was going very quickly, wasn't he?
Yeah, don't I know it?
Yeah.
He was going, mate, I saw the gap coming down. It was a bit worrying, I'm not going to lie. I was looking over my shoulder. I'm trying to race and potentially challenge for my first win in 8 seasons. But yeah, it's yeah, I was too busy looking backwards as well. So that was hard. But
you were unlucky.
I didn't have the pace. I just didn't have the pace. So it's fine.
Wang definitely had the pace, and now was on the mediums. The last lap when he was coming after Airways, and I was thinking, go on Airways, but there was no way he could hold him off.
Exactly. So Skulker is going to get us back under green flag conditions. 7 laps on his hard tyres compared to everyone on the fresh rubber behind him. So when does he go? The safety car is well and truly in the pits. I'm sure he'll try and go as late as he possibly can, and he does go now off the banking. Ugoni goes with him. Bobo got a very good run on Ugoni. Now they can overtake past the start-finish line. Is Bobo going to try and have a look into turn 1? He doesn't, but I tell you what, he braked early, and I think and caught a little bit by surprise. There's a Colin that spun. Then Aston Martin, but look at this Armour Calvin. There's almost 4 of them. Armour gets through. Mamudev's having a look. GTS was the man who got through on Armour Calvin. Having a look, went around the outside of turn 3 on Mamudev. Action at the restart once again.
That was frantic.
That was great racing. Very good racing from everyone. Cold tyres as well. Solkit managed to hold off Ugoni. Bubba had a little look. Maybe caught Ant out as well, and everybody behind. And the big loser, unfortunately, Colin down to 12th place. So he was the loser in all of that, unfortunately. Now DRS is going to be activated at the end. I don't know why we've got the yellow flag caution sector 1, because nobody is there. So anyway, moving on. Anyway.
Is that glitch again?
Yeah, one of the many, of course. So DRS will be active now. Well, not now, but at the end of this lap. But Ugoni doesn't look like he's hanging around. He's going to have a look into turn 1 using his battery. Can he brake late enough? Little Loco has the inside line. Yep, Skulkin doesn't really fight it. So now, what can Bobo do in response to Ugoni, who gets through early on before the DRS? Can he make way as well? What about a bullshit? What can Ant do as well? It's all about getting the heat in the tyres, just bringing them in nicely and gently. Not using too much battery, of course, as well. Drivers on that saving mode already. All nice and calm, isn't it? I mean, it's not in the cockpit. It is very frantic. As you said, you don't get a rest round here.
No.
But everyone's well behaved, as we know. Ugoni nearly a second already ahead of Skulker, and he's using those fresh tyres to his big-time advantage, and he's now broken the DRS. Skulker's going to be very well. He's going to be vulnerable anyway, but he's going to be very vulnerable to Bobo as well down the start-finish straight. I think this is going to be slam dunk from Bobo. Gets the drive off the banking, and it's done before the line. So now Bobo in chase. Ant's going to want to follow suit. Oh, as GTS goes very wide, he's opened the door for Armour. Can't quite get there. GTS got the car stopped and rotated round Tarzan just in time.
He's watching Freddie on Macca very close just now. Freddie's right on his gearbox.
So yeah, we're good to that as well. Good spot. Armour, look at this on the back of GTS as well, pushing him around turn 7, and CL's just really struggling with the overall grip on those hard tyres. He's already dropped 1.5 seconds to Bobo. Ant is going to want to try to make a move as soon as possible, not let the top 2 get away as much as he possibly can, because that's going to be a hard fought battle for him. He's just going to wait for the start finish straight using the DRS.
Stadius definitely wants to get past Notorious.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We've got two Hasses together here with a Red Bull in front.
Yeah, they certainly are. Ah, good spot. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one, or you keep an eye on that one, my friend. And yeah, Notorious outside the DRS. What about Ant? Is he closing up? He certainly has. And now Ant back up into 3rd. The gap to the top 2 is 2 seconds. So lost quite a bit of time there, but cleaner air when you're 2 seconds back. So he's going to hope now this lap to really
past Notorious. He's still fighting it, but move is made.
Yeah. Interesting, GTS took a wider line through the hairpin. Armour had a little sniff, can't get through though. Good drive off the banking for GTS, but they are now behind.
Rassan also got past Nick.
Yeah, oh yeah, good spot, yeah, he did. This train, it's sort of almost think that CL is kind of the bottleneck here. Ant flying, he's just taken 7/10 off the top 2 this lap, so Ant pushing on to get closer to the DRS. So the pace that he has in that car, and CL is going to be running a bunch of GTS now this lap, and not going to be quite in the DRS this time round. Bobo 6/10 back. It's going to be a hard fought one for Bobo, but let's have a look. DRS wide open. Chasing the Williams down the start-finish straight. It's 3/10, it's 2/10, it's still 2/10, it's now 1/10. Bobo's trying to go on the outside, into the braking zone. Ugoni's on the inside. Is there enough room? There is. Oh, Bobo goes wide. I don't know if there's a collision or not. The tap of tyres, I think there was. Yes, there was. Ugoni lets Bobo through. Very sportsmanlike from Damiano. Very sportsmanlike. Oh, yeah, he has. I think he had damage.
Didn't see any.
Interesting. For him.
Could have missed it.
And CL as well. Did CL pit?
No, his tyres are still 12
No, he's still on the hards. Yeah, I don't know if he maybe had a spin somewhere. We missed it completely.
Yeah, sorry, Chris. Although you might be saying, thank God for that.
Well, yeah, he's got in the mix. I know that kind of ruins his strategy a little bit, going long on the hard tyres. But yeah, 13 laps on them, even with the interval. Yeah, he hasn't pitted, so had a spin somewhere. Not sure where, but look at this. Now, look at the top. Well, the top 13. Oh, within DRS. That is allowed. And the chasing pack to be very close indeed. Going only 3/10. So we're going to see a lot of change, stopping and changing as well.
Saviour's closing down Gelato. He's taking 0.6 plus out of him because he was 1 point some at second, 1.6, 1.7 seconds. So there's nearly a second he's taken out of him, closing him down fast.
Yeah, and that's the difference with that clean air, isn't it? That you have around here. That you can, the braking zones, you can still take the line you want. You can take the braking points that you want, and you know it really does make a massive difference. Armour still tucked up behind the pink Cash App V-carb. Can't do anything at this moment, so everyone just again. Friddy's just dropped outside. He's on the medium tyres, Friddy. So. We'll see how long he can go on those. Let's go back to those tyres. There it is, 7 laps. Well, 2 laps under the safety car. But he may start to feel a little bit of pain now. The yellow flag sector 2. That was Sarge is missing an end plate. Sarge missing a front end plate. Rassam is okay. An end plate missing as well for Nick. Ooh, as he tries to defend from KG. Is KG going to have a look into 11? No, he can't quite make it. But he's also missing an end plate, so 3 end plates missing. Nick, KG, and Sarge.
I wonder if that's all from that one 3 laps ago?
Well, possibly, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Some of them may be, yeah, you're right. And it's about 18 to 20 seconds. Chris now gets through on Freddy, gets that move done. The fresher, harder tyres, the more grip. So Chris making moves up to 9th. And he'll have that clean air to try to catch.
I know they all caught up Notorious, and he was 1.5 seconds behind the car in front, and then all of a sudden, excluding Saviour, Rassam, Nick, and KG, and Notorious and that lot all went backwards, and now Saviour's got nearly an 8-second gap on Sarge.
Yeah, that's a great spot, Matthew. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. Yeah, so there may have been some kind of coming together with those guys, but Notorious has pitted as well. So is CL now, so yeah, those tyres are gone. Notorious 2 laps on those hards. May still have to pit towards the end of this race, but we'll see what Friddy can do. Chris, that cleaner air, not quite close enough this lap, but he'll be on a recharge, I'm sure, and then pushing next lap along, and we're going to see one more change of the lead as Bobo goes defensive. Ugoni following suit. Goes to the right hand side, the left hand side, sorry, and round the outside into turn 1. And makes the move once more. So, chopping and changing. But all this, because everyone's in DRS, this could help someone like Chris. Of course, he lost a little bit of time because everyone was battling with DRS. But then, in this middle sector could be really helpful. Friddy's battled, Collins had a moment somewhere, lost a wing as well. I think he was battling with Friddy. Collins lost an end plate as well, and round here, because it's medium to high speed, it really hurts, doesn't it? This is where it hampers.
Understeer.
Yeah, oh, big time, absolutely, yeah, it is. I can't remember which side hurts was. I think the right side hurts left-handers, if I remember right. Because I think it is. I don't know if anyone in the chat wants to help me out
because if you go around a left-hander, all the weight goes to your right-hand side, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking. That was my logic anyway. My logic isn't always great, but...
I'm just thinking of physics.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you, mate. I definitely am, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that was the Ferrari of Baby Hornet, of course, unfortunately. Chris not able to make way on the top
30
8.
pitted, Collins pitted.
Yeah. Call it 10-second penalty.
Oh no!
Speeding in the pit, and it is a slow pit stop here, 36 miles an hour. I have no idea what that is in kilometres, but 36 mile an hour it is.
Chuck a third on.
It's slow. But yeah, it's very slow, and yeah, you're coming in at some speed as well. So a sail on the fresher mediums. The Aston Martin boys, look at that, 16th and 18th currently. Difficult after a fantastic qualifying, 3rd and 5th. Now they really dropped down the order, not being the ideal first half of the race for them. 10 laps, everybody now on the tyres. We'll get rid of it now. This is where strategy comes into it. The undercut by 1 lap can be worth a second to a second and a half if you come out in clean air.
Oh, definitely. Yes, if you come out in clean air.
Yeah. So,
as was proven in Tier 2.
It was, yeah, I managed it and then he was too quick. So absolutely. So the leaders, if the leaders pitted, they would come out around Nick, BT and 14th, around that position. Those a little bit further behind, let's say if we chose Lato or Chris, they would come out behind Friddy. Anyone in the top 8 would come out, well, Saviour's pitted as well, so that's on the catapult. So they would come out behind Nick, but in a bit more cleaner air as well, to maybe utilise potential undercut. So, are we going to see that the next 3, 4, 5 laps? That's going to be a real big test of this one. So, let's have a look. Ashley is in the chat. He's saying, similar to tyres, it is inverted in terms of what it affects due to the way air resistance and weight shifts. Exactly what you said, Mark. So Ashley and Mark, you nailed it, and I've learned something new.
Yeah, I didn't understand that bit. It was 2 big words in there. I know the weight goes to the opposite side.
Yeah. So the big words were to, it, and is. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. They totally confused me. I like that very long sentence of the English language, no.
Yeah.
My kids could never understand that.
So, looking at the graph, Lato has passed Chris Bailey. Not what Chris needed when he was trying to catch up, but those guys have got 3 seconds to the top 8 now, so they just got on their little race of their own at the minute. So, but if you look at the other Kicksauber, Ant sitting there in 3rd, he's right on the back of the top 2, who seem to be swapping positions quite regularly now. Maybe looking after his tyres as he does, just keeping with him, using the DRS, using the slipstream, looking after his tyres a little bit.
Excuse me for asking, Baby Hornet, is he still not connected?
He's not, no, unfortunately. No.
I'm glad about that, because I was getting worried 6 laps.
Yeah, he was, I know. Yeah, he hasn't, unfortunately. Calvin had a big slide, so in the background from the exit of turn 12. That's really cost him a lot of time. He is now out of the DRS, but Mamadev saves him. He pits, but is Maka going to be close enough to have a challenge? He is not, but Mamadev, first one of the pitters in that lead group, 13 laps. So he'll have to do 16. He's on another set of hard tyres, 16 laps to the end. Will he have that clear air? It's going to be interesting to see where he comes out. He is moving now. I think he'll come out behind Sarge. He's going to have to be careful.
I must admit, I do watch Mamadev, because he goes in, he has a pit stop, and then he slowly comes all the way back up.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Mamdev's one. Yeah, you're right. He just sort of does his thing, doesn't he? And he's very quick. Yeah, absolutely. So I wonder if that may... But he's in a little bit of traffic with Nick, Xavier, Friddy, and Sarge. So... And he was, 7th at the time. It's going to be interesting to see who chooses to pit, if anybody chooses to react to that. Calvin had the snaky moment.
Well, what have we got? Not counting this lap, just what, 16, 17 laps?
16 laps to go, yeah, absolutely. So let's have a look at the leads. Is anybody going to dive in the pits? They certainly are not. Ant has taken the opportunity to pit. So Ant pits. So does Calvin and Macca as well. Macca 10 seconds. What did you see?
Whoever was in front of him, I missed it, ghosted, and he got halfway up his car when he came to stop at the line.
Oh, wow, that was Calvin then. So Calvin slowed down. Macca's gone for the mediums. Ooh. Interesting. Sarge, 10-second penalty for speeding. Didn't slow down enough. Where did Ant come out? Ant's come out right behind Rassam. Only a few tenths, so he's going to want to make hay while he can. Well, Mamadev's a bit further back. So that was crucial as well. I think Ant has reacted to Mamadev. Still keeps out ahead, but that gap definitely has come down. So now we've got to see there is a yellow in sector 3. That was CL, I think.
Which is gone.
I think it was, but now let's have a look. So GTS is outside because of Ant pitting. So GTS is outside of the DRS. It's going to leave him vulnerable to Armour, who has been tucked up.
CL's got front wing damage, left hand side, end plate missing.
Oh, Sabi does. Oh,
no, CL, sorry.
Oh, CL. Oh, right. Oh, GTS does pit, so Armour finally released, looking at the back of that wing, and GTS has got 10 seconds! Oh. They're piling up now. Look at that, 4 drivers. Speeding in the pit lane. And that's going to really open the door for some big points later on in this race. Let's see what Armour's got in terms of pace. Very quick driver, Steve. So, Ant back up to 4th. Is he just about with GTS? Oh, that was close, but Ant keeps it. Nick now joins the 10-second. Used to be the 3-second club. Is that the 10-second club?
They've started their own this week.
They have. They have. Absolutely. So I'm looking at the gaps to the leaders. Ant is very close to being in undercut territory to the top 3. So are we going to see any reactions this lap? Lap 22
the top 3 are within what, 1.5, 1.6 seconds of each other?
Yeah,
all 3 of them?
Yeah,
and Ant's 18 behind them.
Yep, and he's coming down 16 and a half that Ant's got now. Then look at this. Bobo pits. Ugoni stays out. Armour pits as well, so Ugoni stays out. So where is Ant going to be? He's coming into turn 13 now. He's got clear run. GTS, I'm not sure if he got the DRS. He didn't. So Ant's going to be safe. Let's have a look. Ant coming down the start finish straight. You can see on the right hand side the 2 cars in the pit lane start trundling down. They're going to have the pit limiter off, but I think Ant's going to have it. Ant does. The undercut works. And Bobo and Armour found themselves right back in that pack now. GTS is through. Mamadev is also through. Used to cause that 10 seconds, but now, well, 1 lap difference.
It's going to make for an interesting race.
But we've got a safety car!
Where did that happen? Missed it. Sorry.
Exactly. No, well, yeah, exactly. Where did that happen? Who's missing?
Who's gone backwards?
I have no idea.
Nor have I.
Where on earth did that come from? I'm trying to flick through, so I'm sorry everybody if you're struggling with your vision, because I'm trying to find if someone's got major damage, and I cannot see what on earth has caused the safety car. That is Kildo's what Ugoni gets the free pit stop. Who would have caused that? I have no idea who's caused that.
Hornet's not there, the Taurus had already DNF.
CL's retired from the session, but that's on track. And left the session. I'm not sure why his car's pulled off now, but he didn't have damage. A few drivers are now pitting, which is understandable. I don't know where that's coming from, mate. I'm not going to lie.
Nor do I. As I said, I saw it come up and I was looking at the map and thinking, where?
Oh, I wonder. As you said, Nick's dot stopped moving out of turn 12, so I wonder if Nick had a front wing and miss and then he hit the pit lane. I wonder if it was Nick BT then. I wonder if it was. That was Nick's car there being
softs now, and he's out the pit.
Taken from Ugoni. Now I wonder if the game's allowed Ugoni to go past. If it was, he'll be safe. If not, he'll suddenly get a penalty for it. For that overtaking under yellow flags. So let's now go to those tyres. Oh, mediums for Gunny. Wow. Okay. Look at that. The difference in the tyres we've got here. 3 for Ant, 2 for GTS. Mamadef 4, Bobo 1, Calvin 3, Armour 1. Calvin's brought himself back in as well. Saviour 6, Freddy 7, Chris 2, Lato 3, and you can read the rest for yourselves, ladies and gents. So, yeah, this is now. A few drivers have gone for the softs. I think that's a bit brave. Can't take those 10 laps to the end. But why not? They are 16, 17, or 15, 16, 17. They've got nothing to lose. Why not? Absolutely. Few drivers have pitted and served their 10-second penalties as well. One of the people this is going to hurt the most is GTS. He's still got his 10-second penalty for speeding.
Yeah, there's only 2 with 10 seconds left now.
Yeah, absolutely.
GTS and Sarge.
Yeah. But only on the mediums. You got that free pit stop.
13 laps.
Yeah.
Lighter fuel.
I think he could do it. He'll ease the tyres in. He won't get much wear on them, so it can be done.
I must admit, personally, I wouldn't like the last 2 laps or the last 3 laps.
No, you're right. You're right. I think towards the end, I think we may see a lot of close racing, basically. In essence, I think it's going to be very,
I'd say
very
the guys
tight.
behind him on the hards, that's going to put them on what? Well, Ant to be on 17.
Yeah, well, a few laps under the safety car will be absolutely fine.
Okay for him there.
Yeah, a few laps under the safety car will really help them. So I think, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But sorry, I'll start that again. The difficulty for Ant is there's the lapped car of Nick in between him and Ugoni, and that lapped car cannot move out of the way until after the start-finish line. So Ugoni's going to get, look at the gap. It's 1 point, it's a second with the car in between.
Yeah.
So that's going to hurt Ant massively, I think.
And as has been mentioned, no driving alongside.
Yes, absolutely not. No. Yep, you don't drive alongside any of the drivers. So, 11 laps after this one to run. Safety car will, I don't think it'll come in late. It could do, but at the minute it is a very late call.
It is.
That was a late call, yeah. Nick just caught up.
Still earlier than Mexico, though.
Oh, really?
Talk about late calls in Mexico. Dear, dear.
Yeah, right, but now Ogoni has gone. Nick's pitted, but he got 3 second time. But that's interesting. He was in the pits. Anyway, so Ogoni's gone, and
a 10 second for Nick.
Yeah, but he's going to pit. GTS is having a look, but so is Mamu Dev. They are fighting side by side through turn 1. GTS just keeps ahead. And we've got Bobo as well. Very interesting indeed. I think Mamu Dev locked up. Bobo's trying to go on the outside of the turn 3. Oh, who was that? That was Calvin, I think, got a kick. He did. Coming out the hairpin. Armour through. Saviour through as well. Saviour more 1 tyres than those. But now Ant is going to trace down Ugoni. He's going to get the heat in those tyres a lot quicker than Ant will. But Ant will come in nicely. That'll be very consistent, I think. And Ant, Ashley, you're right. Yeah, it's a shame the game doesn't allow lap cars to overtake. I do agree with you. It would be a great thing that they finally add. Just for those occasions it does happen. I do agree. I think it would really help, and it would make a lot of the league racing and MRC a lot better as well. So Rassam and Colin having a ding-dong battle there on the fresh soft tyres. So they've made a few places, well, at the start. KG struggling on his worn hard tyres. I think there's another pit stop coming for KG. DRS now enabled, but Ugoni in the final sector really pushed on. Managed to gain half a second for Mans, but gained it on GTS as well. Who's got a lot of pressure behind him. But we know this man who was promoted from Tier 3 last season can keep his cool. What can you do with a rampant, charging, prancing horse behind him? And the papaya of the champion Bobo right at his tail, and look at Bobo through 5, 6, 7. He's trying. Oh, I thought he was going to have a look at the outside of 7. He really was. Wow, that would have been brave. Gee whiz. And to be fair, he kept it on track as well. Didn't lose time. Armour's had a little sniff, but I wasn't able to have a go. But look at this battle, ladies and gents. This is how you go side by side, wheel to wheel.
This would be interesting if they're all this close and get the traction coming out the final bend.
Yeah, it is, and of course GTS has gone to struggle. He's going to be vulnerable, isn't he? He's lost quite a bit of time now too, and didn't get the hard tyres warmed up very well at all. He's trying to check out, but let's have a ride on board with Mamodev using the battery, trying to close down, and he is into turn 1, late braking. GTS as well, late braking. Oh, there was nearly a bit of contact, nearly, but just enough room. Look at Bubba, had a sniff as well. Car makes it to turn 2. Wow. Great car control.
Surprised he's still got a wing.
Oh, just about. And that was just enough room given from GTS. Knew the Ferrari was there.
Bubba was so close on there.
Yeah, he
coming
was,
up to it and backed out. It looked like he backed out slightly.
Yeah, he did. He had to back out through turn 2. Yeah, absolutely. Wasn't close enough to make a move. Season 18 flashbacks in turn 7. Yeah, I know, absolutely. Bobo taking a tighter line into turn 9. Maybe trying a different approach. See if he can try and force the move onto the Ferrari into turn 11. Latest on the brakes. Can't quite. It's a very short straight, that one. You've got to really get the drive on the car ahead. Best option is to keep within the DRS and look at Armour as well on the back of Bobo. This is very exciting. Unfortunately, we're not looking at the top 2 at this point in time because the battle is for effectively 3rd on the road. Bobo's very close. Mamodev, he's got to go to the inside this time. How can he get the car stopped? GTS gives him room, goes to the outside. Managed to keep the position as well. Had a lot more traction and carried more speed around the outside of turn 1, which is an interesting. Mamodev takes that tighter line. And look at Bobo, he's trying to get the move, he's trying to get the traction, can't. Oh, this is nip and tuck, folks. And we've still got 7 more laps. But interestingly, behind all these guys, it's 3rd to 16th in DRS.
I think this is the closest race I've watched so far since I've been in MRC.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think you're probably
biggest
right,
DRS train I've ever seen.
It is. Armour got snaky outside of. Look at Bob. Is he having another look into 11? He's not close enough. Of course, your commentator this evening was meant to be Mr. Hardy. He is well, but he is not well. But I've helped him out. And honestly, Connor, if you were watching, my friend, I think you're probably thanking your lucky stars because you will lose your voice after this. I am sure, and I normally do after tier 1. But is Mamodev going to try it this time? He's going to the inside once again on the brakes. There was a little contact, no damage done though. Luckily, still can't. GTS takes the outside line through turn 1, and it makes it work for him.
Later and Freddie also were having a good battle, and they've swapped places twice so far in 3 corners.
Bobo's closer this time, the exit of 3 through 4, 5, 6. He can't quite once again. But Bobo's trying to cut the inside into turn 7. There's been contact between the 2. Oh, Bobo got a tag slapper on. Bam had to back out. There was contact through 7. Bobo tried something different. I don't know if he was alongside or not. I'm not quite sure the angle we had. Not 100%. Luckily, no damage to either car. Just superficial carbon fibre flying off. Luckily. As Nick has retired. Yep, the Haas has left the session. But we've got now 4.7 ahead of Ant. Will we see that gap start to come down in the next couple of laps? Keep an eye on it with GTS.
That gap has gone up by 1.3 seconds over the last lap or so. So I don't know if something happened or Ugoni's just found some extra traction.
Yeah, possibly. Bobo's looking menacing on the back of the Ferrari this time. Mamodev wasn't close enough to have a look at GTS, and GTS got a little bit of reprieve this time round. And he'll be very thankful for, but he is not out of the woods yet. Pushing on. I mean, unfortunately, because of his 10-second penalty, that will push him down to probably out of the points at this point. But he is going to hope that he has got the overall pace, the overall speed, and the tyres as well in order to maintain a point scoring position. Of course, those soft tyres for Rassam, Collins, Sarge and Maka, that's going to be a tough one for them to make it to the end. It's another 5 laps to go.
Ugoni is definitely pushing. He's now 5.1 in front of Ant.
Yeah, he really is, isn't he? Yeah, good point. He is now pushing on. I think Ant's just maybe consolidating at the moment. He knows that there's a big battle behind, and he knows he's kind of making a couple of 10-seed slap, just pulling away as much as he needs to, trying to save his tyres, and Ant is very good at his tyres, as we all know.
5 laps to go.
It's going to be all coming down to the wire for the podium. It's going to be Mamadeb, it's going to be Bobo. What about Armour Saviour in the mix? Calvin, Chris Bailey is there as well, but this time Mamadeb having a look into turn 1. He's fun of lots of wheel bagging as well with GTS. A little bit of understeer from Mamadeb. GTS has to give way, and Mamadeb finally gets the move done after 5 times of trying.
Excuse my terminology, but the man has done it again.
He has. He has done it.
I love watching him.
Well, you mentioned it. He comes back. You said it.
He
You
does.
called it, my friend. You absolutely called it. I really did. Bobo's giving Ashley palpitations, and Mr. Mond, good evening, brother. Welcome to Tier 1.
I think I'm going to nickname my div the Lap Whisperer.
Yeah,
he has a
he's
pit
just
stop,
there.
goes backwards, and he just sneaks up past you. You think, where did he come from?
Absolutely, yeah, he does. Yeah, he just, well, hang on, how's he up there? He just worked perfectly for him. Now, what's he going to be able to do? He's got 2 lap older tyres than GTS. Now, it's GTS's turn to attack as well, but he's got a very quick Bobo with 1 lap fresher tyres. That shouldn't be too bad because of the safety car. That might only be a couple of percentage on the wear, so it should be
The only thing
okay,
I will say is when we get to T1.
Oh, like this, GTS on the inside, full reversal. Oh, there is contact with Bobo
contact.
Mamadeb. Everyone's okay. Everyone's okay. Armour couldn't do anything about it. He's going to be a bit frustrated. There's Steve back there in 6th. Saviour,
I know
Calvin.
they're all very fast, but Mamadeb seems to lose quite a bit on T1 for some unknown reason.
Oh, that's an interesting point, actually.
Because every time he's tried to get past GTS previously, GTS has gone on the outside and just got past him. Kept his position.
That's a very, very good point, actually. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, very good point, actually. Yeah, so, yeah, maybe just the confidence, maybe the front wing angle, who knows, brake bias, could be anything.
I do notice though that he does go, I'm not, the only way I can describe it is Mamadeb does go tight to the curb, whereas GTS stays out a lot wider. It works for GTS. I was wondering whether not to tell him because he's far better than I'll ever be. Not trying to teach your grandmother to suck eggs or anything, but
yeah,
you know,
but look at this, Mamadeb
should he go wider?
At GTS. The inside, but you're right, and that inside curve can unsettle the car, and that's exactly what's happened once again. Yellow flag. Is it?
Sector 1
Finney's
and
in the
3,
pits.
now to Sector 1.
Yeah, he's in the pits, so we're okay. Not sure what happened to Finney, why he retired in the pits, not actually sure. He was in the points
having a
as
look
well.
at Mamadeb.
Yeah, Mamadeb lost out to GTS once again, as he rightly said, into turn 1. Notorious loved that race. I get a hint of sarcasm there, Danny. I'm not gonna lie. Monsters shattered, absolutely. Feedback using Bobo's fresher tyres to pull themselves towards the leaders. Well, that's a potential. I get that, but you know, with the safety car, there won't be too much difference. You know, Mamadeb pitted a lap or 2 just before the safety car, and then GTS, you know, well, they're sort of pitted around that time.
To get past him.
Yeah, so here we go, Mamadeb once again. He's got Bobo right up the trumpet of that Ferrari, and now what can Mamadeb do to challenge on GTS? He goes inside. Look at Bobo as well. Is we gonna have nearly 3? Oh, there is contact as Mamadeb got to the inside.
That wider line is definitely fast around T1 this evening with these.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? You're right, yeah, GTS is working it work absolutely beautifully. Look at Bobo, the side by side, 2, 10, 4 and 5. They're still there. Do 6, it's the outside line for Bobo. Can he hold? He can't. Do 6 into 7. Oh, I'm going to lose my voice. I'm so glad it's the penultimate lap.
Brilliant comms, mate. Brilliant comms. You're doing brilliant. Don't
Thanks,
stop
mate.
now.
You wouldn't think I'd been doing it for 4 to 5 years, would you?
Yes.
There's still never stops surprising me. Bobo's got a better run out of 10. can't make it happen on Mamadev. This is incredible. Ugoni's made those tyres work. He has got a 7-second gap to Ant. So 1 and 2 on the grid, swap positions, but a great result here so far for Ant. Wow, this battle for third, oh goodness me, is going to go down to the final run to the line. Mamadev has now got Bobo. Look at this, Bobo trying the outside line to back out because GTS was there. Bobo's trying the outside line on Mamadev. Mamadev
Can
is
he hold
trying.
it level? Yes.
He's trying. There's still he's on the outside of turn 2 and he can't quite do it. He got boxed in from GTS. He
Look
couldn't.
at from Uda.
But look at this, he's now trying the undercut through the hairpin once again. They're almost locking wheels. Bob on the inside through turn 6. Has he got it? He's finally done it into turn 7. What a move for Bobo!
Brilliant racing.
Wow.
Absolutely epic.
Wow! I'm speechless, but okay, wow. Oh goodness me.
I love that. That was brilliant.
How on earth did he make that move? He's been eyeing it up for lap after lap after lap. Interesting, GTS got the DRS off the lapped Ferrari as well. Can GTS hold on for third on the track? I know he's going to drop down quite a number of places, but it's going to be the champion Bobo Ugoni just crossed the line. Sorry folks, forgot about him. He has crossed the line and is going to come across in second place. Great result. And podium, GTS, is he going to come across the line in third? It doesn't matter, he has that 10-second penalty. It's going to be Bobo on the podium ahead of Mamadev. Armored Saviour, what a recovery from Saviour in 6th. Calvin in 7th. Chris in 8th. Lato 9th. GTS is still dropping down the order. We'll come back. Colin, oh heck, who was that across the line? That might have been GTS or KG, I don't know who. Lato 9th. Colin, difficult night for the Aston Martin boys. 10th for Colin. KG, it was KG. Okay. In 11th, ahead of his teammate in 12th. Rassam, 13th. Mack is going to come across the line in the points of 14th. Sarge is going to be the last point scorer. Can I please breathe?
Yes, breathe in, breathe out.
That was, what a race that was. Wow. That was absolutely incredible racing. Bobo last lap. Wow. I mean, that's some
I couldn't believe how close they were getting when Bobo was up the rear and on the side and going around the combination of bends, and you're thinking, this is all going to end badly.
And it certainly didn't. Driver of the day goes to Saviour. Fastest lap for Sarge at the end. Rassam is the most overtakes and clears, but the race winner is the other Williams of Ugoni. And in second, Bobo, who takes third. Mamadev fourth after a valiant battle towards the end. Armour couldn't make headway, unfortunately. He is in fifth. Saviour in sixth from 18th on the grid. Calvin is seventh with Chris Bailey in eighth. Lato in ninth. Colin in 10th. Then KG, unfortunately, didn't across the line. Not sure what happened there, but then unfortunately GTS third across the line. 10-second penalty drops him down to 12th. Rassam in 13th. Maka 14th, and Sarge the final point scorers. Baby Hornet, fortunate connection issues forced him out this evening, with Friddy 3 laps down and DNF ahead of Nick, CL and Notorious. Mr. Britain, Mr. Mustang, your driver of the day, if you can.
I am so torn between two because of what I watched.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know what to call it. I'm venturing. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Well, the man I mentioned, Mahmudev.
Yeah.
The way he was hanging on, losing it on T1, but then hanging on to it all the way through the bends. But then Bobo, with the way he was so close all the time. And I'm just thinking, which one? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to give it to Mudev.
Had a feeling you might. Had a feeling. Yeah.
I've got to. No disrespect to Bobo, because he was absolutely brilliant. Tried something different, didn't quite work. But Mudev was losing it on that T1, but then was just hanging it every way he possibly could to keep the position, and kept it so many times. And I must admit, 11 out of 10 to that gentleman tonight.
100%. Yeah. I think then, to be fair, I think I might have to give it to Bobo just to be safe, I think, and to be equal.
Yeah,
In
I'm going to
my
buy some Kevlar now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You've got to come, so maybe you've picked up a few things for Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see. But there we are, folks. Blimey heck, what a Monday night races we've had for you all. Wow, that was incredible. Mark and I are going to go and have a lie down. I'm going to have one with a very large rum. Uh, but there we are. Zandvoort isn't finished with MRC just yet. We are back Wednesday evening for the Tier 3 and Tier 4 boys, and then Thursday, of course, for the Tier 0. Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure. First time with us paired together. It's been a fantastic night, hasn't it?
Thoroughly enjoyed it, sir. Much appreciated.
Thank you, my friend. I'm sure we'll do it again very, very soon. But until then,
Hopefully so.
folks, have a lovely evening, and we will see you very, very soon indeed. Take care. Good night.
Take care. Be safe.